Nurse Veronica was pulling a night shift up on the second floor of the Baylor Scott and White Medical Center over in Texas. The entire time, she couldn't shake this sick, twisted feeling in her gut that something was watching her. She tried to brush it off as a standard night shift nerves and cracked on with some office admin alongside a colleague. But she quickly realized that the creepy dread was totally justified. Listen closely to this.
Did you hear her?
Yes.
You hear her?
Ik was niet meer zo lekker, we wakten hem op. We wakten hem op.
She probably thinks I'm her mom. That was you.
No, I swear to God. Was that something? Bitch, come home.
Did you hear that? The faint sound of a young child slowly singing echoed through the corridors.
Did you hear her?
Yes.
You hear her?
At some points through the video, you can hear the sound of a laugh too. Not to mention the heavy patient room door swinging open and closed behind Veronica. According to her, she and her co-worker were the only two present on the floor at the time, and the room behind her, with the swinging door, was empty too. So what could this be? Hospitals are places that see people pass over en masse, so it can't be surprising that there are plenty of creepy stories about them. Could this video be showing the aftermath of a tragedy? A child, taken too soon, still trapped wandering the sterile hallways of their last resting place? Or is there another explanation? What do you think? Number 8. Ring Around Rosary. The woman running the TikTok account Urban Beauty Ming got sent a bloody terrifying video from her sister. She just stuck a Ring doorbell outside her house, which sits barely 10 feet from a church. It was obviously only meant for security, but it quickly turned into an accidental ghost hunting tool. Watch closely. A tiny, white-robed figure just casually strolls past before vanishing into thin air. The family thought it was a stray animal at first, but looking closer, that shape is definitely human. Given the church next door, a restless spirit could have easily wandered over from the graveyard. Then again, we all know Ring cameras have absolute potato quality at night, so is this just some local kid looking dead ghostly on that dodgy lens? Or did they actually catch the real deal? What do you reckon? Let us know. Number 7. Game of Chairs. This woman likes going for late night walks around her neighbourhood, but the further she went down these pitch black paths, the more she realised she was being followed. At first, she was absolutely terrified, convinced some tall, dark figure was stalking her. but when she finally got a good look, she realised whatever was tailing her was definitely not human. She caught this footage outside an empty house one night. She only whipped her phone out because she could clearly hear her sister's voice calling out to her from inside. Watch closely.
I don't know why the lights are on, but I'm going inside of this house. I just heard my sister's voice, and I'm sick of this. And I need to figure out what's going on so I can put a stop to it. Why is this chair in the middle of the floor?
Why on earth she would decide to go in there alone is anyone's guess. And the fact that the door was already open is a bit suspicious, but that doesn't explain the chair violently dragging across the floor towards her.
Chair in the middle of the floor.
The weird thing here is the setup of the house. If it is unoccupied, why are there so many chairs set up in a big meeting circle? Could this place be a good place for squatters? And in that case, could she have narrowly avoided a confrontation with some real and possibly dangerous people? Or is the explanation a paranormal one? You decide. Number 6. Morning Myrtle Beach. Athena was holidaying at Myrtle Beach in South Carolina, a beautiful place known for its hotels, beaches and golf courses. But when Athena posted this chilling video from her hotel balcony, it became known for the paranormal as well.
Beautiful Myrtle Beach.
Did you see it? Watch again. As she pans the camera back to the sliding window of her hotel room, she sees the disturbing face of a kid, the eyes void of any emotion. The kid peeks from the curtains for a second before vanishing. The camera also glitches before she switches it off. This kind of activity is not uncommon around Myrtle Beach. There are many stories of strange happenings around the place. Some popular haunted legends include the Grey Man, a benevolent spirit who warns those of oncoming danger along the Grand Strand, or the ghost of Pelican Inn, as well as the myriad of other ghostly stories. Ask any locals there and they will have a story to tell. So what could this video be?
Beautiful Myrtle Beach.
Was there some kind of trickery at play, like an actor or perhaps a creepy doll? Or are all of the ghost stories from around the area really true? Do you have a creepy story about Myrtle Beach? Leave them in the comments down below. Number 5. Ride the Frightening. Homeowner Destiny was lying low during a big storm, during which her house was struck by lightning. She lost half of her power and her fire alarms went off. But when she began combing through the security footage, she spotted something that sent a chill down her spine. See if you can spot it. Look closely at the far right side of the floor in front of the door when the lightning flashes. What the hell is that? It is only visible for a fraction of a second, but when you look closely, it seems like a humanoid entity crouched down on all fours. Could it be a spirit? Some viewers thought it could be a creature that was unmasked by the sudden flash of light, but others thought it could be the security camera warping the floor after the flash. What do you think? Hey, have you tried the new paranormal website we built for you yet? It's anomalytools.com. You can use ghost hunting tools like the spirit box, the trigger tones, and even the Ouija board. Okay, maybe not that last one if you're scared. It's all fun and games though. Give it a go at anomalytools.com. Number 4. School of Shock. A creator named Mike was filming a video exploring an abandoned school building that was said to be haunted. He was expecting an unsettling vibe and perhaps some strange noises, but he experienced something so terrifying he could never have predicted it. While making his way through the desolate, darkened corridors, he caught something that made him want to turn around and bomb it back out of the doors. He crept up the stairs and felt a weird feeling when he saw a load of missing persons photos scattered across the floor. It was then made even creepier by the appearance of children's drawings. The pictures seemed to be fresh, the paper not seeming tattered from age or wear at all. So who placed them down, and when? Whoever it was, Mike was feeling the fear slowly creep into him as he carried on, which was when he caught the creepiest part. A dark, humanoid figure lurks at the far end of the corridor. It seems to be waiting for him to spot it, retreating into the shadows the second Mike catches on. Could this entity be tracking anyone who dares to explore the abandoned school? Or was this a real person perhaps squatting in the building? Either way, thankfully, Mike didn't stick around to find out. Number 3. Claw and Order. Sarah began recording around her home after experiencing what she believed to be paranormal activity. One night, while cleaning, she got an odd feeling, except it felt more unsettling this time. She thought she was being watched through her glass panel doors, and was so scared she whipped out her phone to record, but the footage she captured just left her with more questions.
What's that? What the f is that? What the f? What the f is that? It looks like a hand. freaking face. Like 2 hands and a face. What the is this? What the fuck?
According to Sarah, she lives surrounded by farmland with not many people around. So who or what was dragging its fingers down the glass door? Could someone have been trying to peek into the house? Or was a cryptid slowly making its way around the perimeter of her home? The fingerprints seem elongated and pointy, either something with claws wanted in, or someone was dragging their sweaty hands right down the glass. What do you think? Peeping Tom or something even weirder? Leave your thoughts and theories down in the comments.
Fucking looks like a hand.
Number 2. Mama Mimic. Lauren and her daughter were left petrified in their own home one night when an unseen visitor began tormenting them. Late at night, they began to hear something that they couldn't explain, and what happened next chilled them to the core.
It's just really weird. We just heard. What did you hear? Oh, you heard. I just heard knocking coming all the way down the hallway. And she's like, "Is that Daddy?" I said, "No." I said, "Daddy's taking his shower right now."
But I heard footsteps too.
You heard footsteps? Is that what it was? I heard that too. And our dog is right here. The cat is way back in the bedroom. But we just heard... Hold up. I just heard footsteps way down there. Like, sometimes I'll see shadows over there at that staircase. Like going up. Or like peeking over the banister. I don't know, that was like really weird.
They said they both heard banging and footsteps further away in the house, right in an area that Lauren always says she sees shadow figures peeking over the banister. Some commenters even say that they saw the slightest movement in the shadows in that very area as she said it. After this, they heard something strange coming from nearby.
I can't tell if that came from like upstairs where we've been hearing things, or
Downstairs.
or like down at the
Hallway.
entrance.
Yeah.
I don't know. We keep.
I just heard something.
You heard something yet?
Yeah. It was sounds like something 2 times.
Okay, what did it sound like?
It sounded like 2 times.
That's really weird.
It was like a zip, but it wasn't a zip. Like it wasn't like.
Did it sound like more like a whisper?
It whispered, and it just said like
Okay, let's make our snack and go to the bed. Okay?
Okay.
Alright.
I'm pretty scared.
She could have just been hearing things, being already freaked out from the experience they had off camera. And the TV was pretty loud the whole time, so it could have been anything. But that was not the last they saw the mysterious happenings. A few days later, Lauren was outside the house walking around when her husband shouted for her to come and look at the front of the property. When she did, she saw something that absolutely baffled her.
We just got home, and the weirdest thing has just now happened. Jeff was like, "Oh my gosh, did you see that?" I said, "No." He said, "Go around the house and look." And the weirdest thing, this is what we saw, and if you can explain it for me, please do.
What in the world? This is staying still. This is just... None of the other ones are doing this. What?
If the rest of the blankets were completely still, why was that one moving so much? Even if there was a strong wind, all of the baskets would be swinging wildly.
What in the world?
There is always the possibility that someone went and swung the baskets by hand before the camera was left out. But could it actually have something to do with the strange entity she and her daughter claimed to have experienced? Thoroughly freaked out by the experience, Lauren began nervously checking the whole house every night before going to bed. One night, she caught this footage.
What's that? What's that? Yeah, what was that, Teddy? Yeah, let's go down. Okay. Oh, no way.
At the end, an orb flies past and it looks like one of the lights turns off on its own. Could this entity be tormenting the family? Or was there another explanation? Some viewers think the entity they describe and catch footage of shows signs of being a mimic. Whispering voices, following them around, deliberately messing with them. All signs of that kind of spirit. What do you think? Leave your thoughts down below.
Oh, no way.
Number 1. Hansel and Great Hell. A woman named Hazel posted a creepy video that consisted of a few clips from her home security footage. One night, she was sleeping in her room with her siblings when a strange sound pierced through the silence. The name said belongs to one of the siblings, but there was nobody around to have said it. Everyone was asleep. They all thought they must have imagined it, or it was a one-off unexplained event. That was until their live-in helper named Len was up at 5 one morning using her phone, but was suddenly called to action by a voice she believed to be the owner of the house. But when she got up to check, she realised nobody was there. Thinking she imagined it, she told the family the next morning and checked over the home security footage, when they realised something was really wrong. The homeowner was asleep the entire time, and the disembodied voice imitating her came from nowhere. and the same thing happened the same day. The true chilling part is that the entire family sleeps upstairs. The homeowner was nowhere near Len when that voice called out. And before you blame the tech, Hansel confirmed their CCTV doesn't even have a two-way mic. There was physically no one down there. Looks like they're dealing with a mimic, but the truly grim part about these things is they sound exactly like the people you trust the most. So next time you hear a family member call your name from down the hall, just make absolutely sure they're actually home before you answer.
The abusive home situation. The figure seems to be weirdly tall, but could that be because of shadows and lighting? It's faint, but you can see the silhouette slowly moving around the front of the house. The guy soon realized if even paramedics are getting freaked out by the room, God knows what is in there. The room's aura.